Welcome back, beautiful people. Today we're going to talk about some more silver. I finished that other video of the Morgans and the Walking Liberties that I had purchased in a large lot here. So I still have some more coins. If you're interested in seeing them, then I also have some kind of interesting information for us collectors out there. But anyhow, let's get into the video, and I'll see y'all in just a minute. All right, we're back. So we have some Washington quarters, Franklin halves, and like I said, I've already gone through these, and they all came out to be 1963. And then we also have some Kennedy half dollars, of course, 1964. And these are, everything here is 90% silver. These up here that I've already laid out was from the last time that I bought a roll of quarters. So we're going to see if we have anything different in this roll. More than likely not. I've already looked through it, but I just don't remember. But it wasn't that much of a difference as far as coinage. So let's see if we can come in here. Nope. I always want to go the wrong way. Anyhow. So we have 1958 Denver, 1958 Philadelphia, and these also have Denver and Philadelphia's in them. 1958 Philadelphia. These are all beautiful looking coins. 1958 Philadelphia, 1958 Denver, 1958 Philadelphia, now 1958 Philadelphia. So as you can see that there's a lot of repetition here. 1958 Philadelphia, 1958 Philadelphia. So what I'm wanting to kind of impress upon everybody, not that this is anything special, but what I want to say is if we are silver stackers, which I am a silver stacker, and like I say, I typically do not count my coin collection as a silver collection, but it's starting to look like the premiums on silver rounds, gold rounds, the premiums seem a little bit on the higher side, and so I'm actually not buying generic right now. I'm buying a ton of 90% because I can get this at almost a better rate than buying generics, and that is kind of interesting to me. So yesterday I made a little, there's an ugly looking coin. Yeah, I don't see BU in that one. The back looks good. Anyhow, we'll take him out of the pile. 1958. There are other dates in this stack, I guarantee you. 1958. Yeah. So what I'm getting at is the price of silver. So I'm gonna show you what I made a little YouTube short yesterday. I also put one on TikTok But this was the price of silver yesterday per 1 ounce. Today, at this current time, today is the 11th. It's Thursday, and probably about 1:30 in the afternoon. Anyhow, it's changes often. Okay, but 41.80 right now. We tend to do. This was the other portion of the talk I had on the YouTube. $1.40 in any constitutional amount, and so right here we have $1.50, right? Equals, when this is melted down, equals 1 ounce of silver. And so we're talking $1.40. But yes, I had to pay more money for each of these coins right here, just because of the fact that they're BU, but also at the same time, it has the silver value to them, right? You got a 1959 in Philadelphia. So I don't know if you're catching on to what I'm trying to say here. The value of this quarter right here is roughly $7 in the melt. I believe it's $7, somewhere in there. The dime is around $3. The $half, I believe, is around 14, and the silver dollar is around 31, if I'm not mistaken, in that area. And so, yes, we're going to have to be paying the premium, or actually the value of the silver. But what if the silver price goes up to $50, $60? What if it goes down to $10? Silver price goes up to $50, $60. What if it goes down to $10? It could go either way. All the time it goes up and down. It's just lately been going upwards. So if we buy our generic silver, our constitutional silver, our 90% silver right now at this price, when you're buying constitutional silver, and it will go up in value as the price of silver goes up in value. So do you see what I'm getting at there? It just seems like if we start stacking constitutional, which I think right now is a good deal, because it's kind of like at spot. And if you can get stuff at spot, well, you made a good deal. If you can get stuff that looks like this kind of coinage right here, you also made a good deal. So just want to say, people would buy this type of a coin versus, the stuff that we all know, the stuff, the coins become corroded after a while, and they just don't look as pretty anymore. And that's just the way coins are, right? Well, 1962 Philadelphia. So I'm just thinking, would it be a good idea to go buy a $50 face value 90% constitutional silver, whether it be the quarters, in average circulation, so they're not going to be nice and brilliant and white like this. And I believe it was $1,500 for $50 face value. Now, I did the math yesterday on dimes right here. So these, I know I'm going all over the place here, but these are Roosevelt dimes 1964 and previous. So these are 90% silver. And the actual value for each of these coins is $3. One coin equals $3 at today's rate, so to speak, okay? So if you have a tube of $5 worth, and each one of them's worth $3 a piece, so expect to pay around $50 for a nice looking group of coins. But if you got some uglier coins that didn't command the $3 what they're asking for, if it went down below, that would be something that stacking would be really good for, because of the fact that you would have a larger quantity of silver, 90% of course, and when you have $100 face value, $200 face value, accumulate it over time, you're going to have really and truly a lot of silver. And I don't know about you, but like I said, I stack silver. I love silver. Silver is awesome. 1960 Denver. So yeah, I mean, there's something that I don't know if we're missing something or what is it, but the price of silver is really and truly not very high right now. But if it did get high, what are we going to do then? Now we're going to be, well, just like I said, I'm not buying generic rounds right now because to me, they're just too high. And constitutional is a whole lot cheaper and just as easy to deal with, because this right here is 90% silver. I mean, this has a value. This is worth something, and the price of silver itself per ounce, when it goes up, I don't know. We're going to be sitting on a lot of silver here, people, right? I know I'm getting long and dragged out here, but we're just looking at some coins. 1960 Denver's, got a bunch of those. The 58s, I got a whole bunch of those. Here's a 61 Denver. So I'm thinking, personally, I'm going to start picking up some more silver, whether it be halves, quarters, dimes, whether it be the Barber series, the Standing Liberty quarters, any of the older coins, and just start stacking old constitutional. But again, like I said, I don't use it as silver. I have plenty of this stuff right here that is, and we're back. So let's look into the 1963 Franklin half dollars. Now, I put the enders back where the enders were, and as you see, one kind of looks kind of nice, but the other one does not look BU to me. And you flip it over, and this was inside, and you flip it over, and this was outside. So you have the two outside on the enders that look kind of nasty, and you look at the other side, and they both look pretty nice. Okay, so where are we going to go with these two? So we have a 1963 Philadelphia. Like I said, they're all 1963. Here's another Philadelphia. These will go through much quicker. See, now that's a nicer looking coin there. See how it shines. I like the shine. Must have shine to all my coins. The other day I did let y'all know that I had some coins in my cart at Atmex, and so I went ahead and bought them the other night because of the fact that I really want to get my typeset book complete. So I did order some more coins for the typeset, and we'll see how much further we can go. There's some of those coins, those trade dollars are expensive. I saw one for $400. I put it in my cart, and then when I know I procrastinated too long, and then when I went back to my cart, they said, "Oh, we're sorry, we no longer have that coin available." And it was like, oh, it was like $500 for just one coin. Anyhow, those are that whole typeset series is totally cool looking, isn't it? I don't know if y'all have ever gotten into one of those things or not, but what I want to do is record how much money I spent on that book, that typeset, and then when it's completely finished, I think that I want to turn around and sell it. And why do I want to do that? Is so I could go make another one. Well, that was the 1963 Philadelphia Franklin half dollar. Now we're going to zip through, and I already checked all of them for any kind of errors or anything like that. It'd be nice to see something interesting, but I'm sorry, I don't got anything for you. You know, like this 1964, what were there, 200 billion probably made, and so to find an error in one is going to be difficult. Also, oh, hey, sorry, about that $1.40 thing. Well, in my little YouTube short, I said, you know, go to the bank and get the bank rolls and find the change in your pocket, and you know, you can actually start making money without even trying. But again, I did, somebody commented and they said kind of like, nice try, you know, or something to that effect. And I thought, oh my goodness, they're right. You know, because everybody that hoards silver knows to go to the bank and get all the rolls and start searching them and then send them back and just keep on rotating that same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, I wish I would have done that 20 years ago. I would have, oh my goodness, can you imagine all the silver that you could have gotten 20 years ago or more years ago? Anyhow, can never talk about the water that went under the bridge, because that's exactly where it's gone now. But what is the next new exciting thing that might be coming along? I don't know. I wish I did, and this is just totally fun. So, hey, I hope y'all liked the video, and really and truly, I went over 200 subscribers. I know nobody gets all the way to the end of the videos, but I am so happy with that. I mean, I can't believe y'all are actually watching me or watching my hands play on a table here. But I'm so happy about that, big time. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, leave me a comment. We had a winner for the month of September already. And so he's already received his due reward of 1 ounce of silver. And you know something? I'm going to just say this out loud. Anybody that's going to give you 1 ounce of silver for doing nothing, that's got to be one heck of a nice guy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and help an old veteran out. I love all of y'all. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.